It quits.
All right, welcome to the newest episode of Spitballin' Podcast, Sports Podcast. I'm your host, John, with my good friend, Scott. Hi, Scott.
How you doing, man?
Good. Robin's here. And it's funny, no one will know this, but I'm going to say it. I think I false start.
Yeah.
So I'm getting penalties all the time. False starting. Anyways,
Okay.
Major League Baseball, I'm not trying to avoid it, but this is going to be football today because there's a lot going on. Major League Baseball, though, the World Series starts on Friday. It's the Phillies and Astros. I know you think the Astros are just too powerful at this point.
It's the way it looks. I mean, They're really clubbing people. So we'll see. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, Phillies, man, fighting.
I know that what you're saying about their fight and all that. I just think I've heard it all year, and it's come to fruition that Houston was going to be too strong for everybody.
You would have thought it was going to be Houston and the Dodgers, but
that's what everybody was. So one of them made it to the dance.
One of them got there.
First one broke a heel on the way in.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Robin's here, of course. Hey, Robin.
Hello.
Hey, Robin.
Hey, Scott.
So we had a couple trades. I mean, the trade deadline's coming, and we had a couple good ones. The Bears and the Eagles. Robert Quinn, 19.5 sacks last year, I believe. Moves on to the Eagles for a 4th-round pick, making me. I'm a Bears fan, and I think all Bears. We're happy. You're just accumulating picks because you're rebuilding.
I think the whole deal, all the way around, everybody was happy.
Yeah, and
didn't seem like a big sway to either side. Each side got what they wanted. Now they got a 3rd down rusher.
Yeah, and it's perfect. He can
exactly perfect for him at this point in his career. It couldn't be better for him.
And right now, that Eagles team is fun to watch. I got to hand it to them. They are
they're going to be tough.
I didn't respect them much in the beginning. Right now, I think they're good. They're good. They're legitimately a good team. I mean, are they an undefeated? No, probably not. But they're a good team. They're very good. Good offensive line, good defensive line. It's what you need a lot of times. And you got some talent in the wide receivers, and they're good. They're all right.
So give me a stretch of tough competition.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, I mean, I'm not taking, don't get me wrong. They look fantastic. But what I'm saying is give me a little bit of a stretch of some tougher competition, and we'll see what happens with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No. Well,
I mean, they've won, they've proven themselves to be one of the top teams in the league, but we'll have to see.
Because I remember a couple years ago when it was the year, I think, before Roethlisberger retired. Remember the Steelers started out like 7-0. And it just went right down, down the tubes.
Right. It can. Everybody's an injury away that could just throw everything off course,
But I do I'm enjoying the Eagles. I can't wait to see it a little more of them, because a lot of times I don't get to. I can't wait till they're on a primetime game, so I can actually, because during Sundays, I'm always flipping. I'm always watching the Red Zone channel. I'm
the same way, man. I'm Red Zone usually all day.
And if it's the Bears are on, I concentrate on them, and then I keep an eye, kind of like you do with the Bills. And it's just like, I don't really just watch the Eagles. So hopefully they get on a.
I got a quick story about the Red Zone. So my mother's over last weekend for my daughter's birthday, or not for her birthday. I'm sorry, she came over for dinner the next day, and I'm out in the kitchen. And I tell my mother, she's like, "What do you got going on in here? I don't understand what's going on because the red zones." She goes, "The games keep flipping back and forth, and I don't understand why." And I said, "Oh, because it's." And I explained it to her, right? So I'm listening. I'm in the kitchen, and she's like, "I don't know what's going on in here." And all of a sudden, they did like an Octobot screen or whatever. Dude, she completely lost her mind. She was like, "I can't watch this."
Yeah, I understand, because when they put all the screens up, I'm not great on multi-screen. I don't know what it is. Like
I can handle 2. When they put up 4, I'm 1. That's it.
Yeah, I think 2 is about my max. Yeah,
2 I can just go back and forth.
Yeah. That is. I love the red zone.
I honestly never use it. Never use it. I never do it. Other than when red zone on. I mean, I have the ability to do it on the Fire Stick, but
definitely.
I don't even bother.
I've never done it either. Right. Next deal. Good one, possibly, but we don't know because of injuries and stuff. But the Chiefs, knowing they need a little more help at wide receiver, went and got Kadarius Toney for a third and a sixth, I think, or third and a fifth, whatever.
I got a little info for you on that.
Okay, go ahead.
What you just said, because I have to correct myself from the conversation we had a little while ago. So I guess he's not hurt.
Okay. Is he just?
I was under the impression he was hurt.
I thought it was more like a holdout.
Maybe it's an attitude problem or something. I don't know. Was it? Wait a second. No, he wasn't who was demanding a contract off the Giants at the beginning of the season, was it?
See, I can't remember. You know, it might have been. That's why this could be a good thing for. I mean, look, I wanted the Bears to get a hold of him because he's younger, and I kind of thought this is the type of guy maybe that you bring in when they're talking about bringing help in for Justin Fields. But I don't know. You know, I'm not gonna. But I guess I like the effort. Like when I look at trades, sometimes I never know how they're going to work out, right? It's just like I look at the position and I kind of then think like, okay, I like the effort. I get the idea. Like that's my thing. Like when I look at these trades and I think of them, sometimes you see when you're like, why? What are you doing? These ones kind of make sense. We don't know how you know what I mean? Maybe you don't like the player or I don't like the player, but the position's right. You know what I mean?
Well, he's similar to Tyreek as far as like that quick shiftiness, running little off schedule route. You know, just running around, really, right? He's that type of guy.
Good hands, Florida. Yeah, he's
good hands, but that's his kind of forte. Is
similar I think so.
That, right?
Yeah,
around all wild and stuff. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, I think
that's like almost like a Tyreek replacement, really.
Kind of. Yeah, they better stop. You know what?
Obviously. Because he's the fastest dude like the NFL, I believe.
You know what I think they got to do? I think teams, and I wonder, and I tell you, Andy Reid is probably one of the best. He's one of the best coaches.
Well, he's great. I like Andy. Andy Reid's great.
I bet you keep chasing the next Tyreek Hill, then you probably should have kept Tyreek. You know what I mean? Yeah, right. At some point, stop chasing for him if you want. You know, yeah. I don't know. I don't think that ever works out.
That's kind of what they're doing.
I know. Right? It never works out well because if you lost something, what are you going to do? I mean,
is that the only way their offense can work? Is just
it shouldn't because it's weird.
Well, that's what they're shooting for, right?
I know, but it works well. I've been watching them; they've played well. Their offense
usually that doesn't work for that long.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's almost kind of sloppy play,
right?
Really, you're just waiting for the play to break down so you can go off script and do whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't. You know what else that doesn't work is it just you know how the league catches up, and then of course. Quarterbacks, all of them, you know, they get slower. I mean, it's just because you get hit. You know, you're not the same, whatever, dynamic. I like the trade. The trade's just good because it's what they need. Who knows if the player's the right fit, though? I can't.
They definitely addressed an area that they needed. So
but we don't know.
I give them credit for the move.
Good idea.
They're trying, so we'll see what happens.
We talked about this off air. The Eagles, though, I will got to give them a little credit. I didn't give them much respect. I'm still not going to say anything crazy, but I do think they're good. I think they are good.
They're good. You know? I want to see them play some harder competition.
Yeah,
but I mean,
they're good.
This hard-fought game, but I mean, I don't know who they have upcoming on there. I don't know what their schedule looks like. I
don't even know.
They have coming up. I don't know when do they play the 49ers again, or have they played them already?
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know who the AFC they play. I'm not sure what their
plans real quick.
I know they play the Steelers this week, but the Steelers are not exactly the Steelers. Yeah, it's the inner rivalry there, the Pennsylvania game.
Right.
So,
yeah. They're who knows? Maybe Kenny Pickett will.
He doesn't. I kind of like him. I got to tell you, I'm not really. I kind of like Pickett.
I like him.
I like how
he works out. I think he will.
He looks pretty. I don't know. There's something about him there's a confidence about him when I want.
He seems mature, right?
Yeah.
More mature than that for being a rookie.
Absolutely.
Well, I don't know. They've got a pretty.
Is it easy?
It's very easy.
Is it really? Well,
yeah, really. For the most part, yeah, I would say so. Other than playing the Giants, which is going to most obviously if the Giants continue playing the way they're playing, it's tough. But they got like the Colts, the Titans, the Titans who are starting to turn into their former self, the Commanders, the Texans,
the
Steelers.
And
those are all games. Those are all games that they should. The way they're playing, they should win those games.
And the Colts are going to Ellinger, right? They're going to the guy from Texas.
So who knows? You don't know what you're going to get with him.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Matthew McConaughey gave his seal of approval, his hey, or whatever he does.
Oh, okay, fucking guy. Yeah. Well, Sam there was a good quarterback in Texas, and he's a Texan, right? Isn't that why McConaughey's?
Yeah. What do you think of him? Like, when did they draft that guy? Like, what round?
That's a third or fourth round pick, I believe, for Ellinger. It's in my mind, if I remember correctly, and I don't know, man. Maybe.
What kind of quarterback is he? Like, what type of style quarterback is he? Does he scramble or?
Yeah, he scrambles. He's a scramble. He'll scramble.
Is he a big guy? Can he take a hit?
He's not the size of, like, he's not one of those 6'4", 6'5", 6. I think he's only like 6'2". He's got a kind of probably a Russell Wilson type build. You know what I mean? Look to him.
Be able to take hits.
Yeah. Now he might be a little thinner than Russell now because Wilson looks like he's heavier than he used to be for some reason. He just looks that way to age, whatever. It will be interesting. I mean, it's nice to see him play, but he's basically a rookie. So
yeah, so we'll see.
We'll
People are excited for him. So I guess, hey, you never know, man.
Right? Yeah, you never know.
Bailey's happy
until last week. Yeah, until the Bears game.
Yeah, came back to reality.
Unbelievable. This week there is. Before we get into our I want to talk. I got to throw some college out there real fast just to go over. The biggest game of the week is Ohio State at Penn State. Number 2 Ohio State at number 13 Penn State. Michigan State's always good, so pay attention there. Could be a decent game. Tennessee plays Kentucky. Tennessee's number 3 against number 19 Kentucky. Oklahoma State, number 9, takes on number 22 Kansas State. Alabama's off. Clemson is off. Alabama still sits at number 6. Clemson at 5. Your top 4 is Georgia, Ohio State, Tennessee, Michigan for now. But one of Ohio State or Michigan's going to win or lose because they play each other, so that'll knock each other out, I'm sure. And then that'll.
Who do you think? Who do you think's going to win or lose?
So this week, in these games,
do they play each other at some point?
No, they will. The end of the season, last game, I believe.
End of the season. Okay.
Ohio State's going to win because last year they have won. I think, and I'm going to probably get it wrong. Maybe the last 12 meetings they've beaten Michigan. Last year, Harbaugh finally won. He beat Ohio State.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that.
I do think Ohio State this year is the better. They're just better. Their ability to run the ball and the great receivers they have and quarterback. I don't know. They might be the best team in the country this year. They really might. Because Alabama I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago. They're just searching for something that I don't know. They're just missing a little something. But they're still dangerous. Clemson's weird because they should have lost to Syracuse last week. So I don't really know how good Clemson really is, so we'll see. But they keep them at number 5 all the time, just in case. Basically that's what they're there for. I mean, because what's going to happen? Ohio State, Michigan, one of them's going to lose. So number 4 will be open for either Clemson or Alabama to jump in. But then, you got your conference title game. So those change things. So Alabama will probably play Georgia in the SEC title game. And Ohio State can't play Michigan because they're on the same division. So they can't play each other.
Also, it's one or the other.
Yes, it's going to be one or the other with them. Robin, something? Oh, I thought you were going to say something. All right, that's college football. But what I really wanted to do this week, Scott, and is get into our the week 8 of the NFL. I don't know why those 2 trades really, and I've been interested obviously in the league and the NFL, but I don't know what it was about those 2 trades this week. Maybe it's because I'm a Bears fan and I was so happy watching Monday night because I saw Justin Fields look maybe like as good as he was
supposed to be.
Yeah, like he did at Ohio State. He looked very calm. He looked under control. He ran when he wanted.
Plays for him. I mean, it took long enough. Oh my God, I can't believe that they finally scripted plays for that guy.
He threw the ball with authority. Like, I don't know. Everything looked like I haven't seen in a long time for a Bears quarterback. So that was great to see.
Good.
And
buddy.
I felt bad for Roquan Smith crying, but I don't know. Roquan, he might be gone here soon. He very well might get traded at the deadline. Him and Eddie Jackson might. I could see both of them going, possibly.
Wow. That'd be a total teardown.
Yeah,
on the defensive side, right?
you got to tear this thing. I like them both. If they keep them, fine. Roquan can go. I said that earlier, and I still mean it. And I know how good he's a good middle linebacker, but I think there's a lot of middle linebacker. I'm like, look at the guy the Bills have. I mean, you got Milano, right?
He's a beast too.
But I don't need these guys. There's a lot of them out there.
You don't need the contract.
Yeah, there's a lot of those guys. I can find them. If you can find a Milano, right? They're out there. They might have one on their roster in Sanborn. I mean, the Bears. Mm-hmm. So Roquan, if you want to pay him $30 million to play middle linebacker, I think that's a mistake in this NFL, because to me it's corner, it's edge rusher, right? Those are your guys that are the guys.
Primarily. Yeah.
You know, I don't want to pay maybe even a safety, possibly if they're really a game changer. But I'd hate to pay a middle linebacker that much money. And going into the offseason, Scott, the Bears, if this GM is who I think he is, he's going to have the most money in I think in NFL history, possibly, for free agency. And if he spends it right, they could be okay. They could actually maybe take the next jump to playoff content, maybe playoff possible. Because that's where you got to get, you know?
Oh, yeah. You got to sniff it first. You just get to that first round.
Yeah, just get there.
The first round.
Even getting in a position where you're fighting for it.
From there, then who knows? I mean, once you get there, you're there. You never know what can happen. You know, you get on a streak, you get hot. I mean, it happens. It happens. It's happened before.
It has. And it's,
you know what I mean? It is. They're where the Bill, if I could say, I think they're where the Bills were when Allen was his very first year. I feel like the Bears are still there. They're there. They're at that point. So they're like, to me, they're 2-3 years away to being, you know, like, okay, they can win their division. They can, like right now, they're still in it's sick because there's so many playoff, you know, possibilities with all these wild cards. They're actually in a wild card spot at this point. And, you know, that's ridiculous. A lot of mediocrity in the NFL right now, man.
There is. Well, that's why, to me, it goes Buffalo, Kansas City, and everyone else. And I like to put the Eagles a little higher. And
I can't believe San Diego is as bad as they are.
I know.
That shocks me.
Disappointing.
Very disappointing. I thought Justin Herbert was supposed to be the second coming or better than Josh Allen. That's what I was told.
I think he's hurt. I think he's hurt, and I think he can't move.
They're covering it up.
Yeah, look at him. I mean, look at him. I mean, he's hurt. And now, although I want to see what happens.
Back in the door.
Keenan Allen's finally back, so let's see if he's good. I mean, that'll be a good boost for him. But although they might have lost Mike Williams, so that sucks.
For the season, is he done for the season?
He might be. Do you know?
I know he's hurt.
Not positive, but I think he might be. Yeah, that's too bad. And I just think
I like him too, man.
He's playing with rib injury, so you know how it is. You were talking about rib injuries
they last forever. It lasts a while, man.
Yeah, so he's
still taking hits on it after it's, you know, that's why they say all bruised ribs. I mean, people are like, oh, he's just got bruised ribs. Dude, that's very painful. I've had bruised ribs before. It hurts, and it hurts for a while.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Try to sneeze. That's a problem. You know? So why don't we do this? Because we're doing all NFL. We might as well start talking about our games. Because we might as well break down the schedule, talk about our games, get into all of it, which means we're trying to do this. All right, let's talk real quick. We want to make money. We want to do that for everyone, or try, or for ourselves, for anybody, please. You could chart me. Just if I ever get on a winning streak, know that at some point it's going down the tubes and you'll be good. Law of averages. I mean, Robin, what do we got for standings? Yeah, what do we got for standings?
You are 14-11.
Oh, I'm 14-11. Time to lose. All right.
Scott is 10-9.
10-9. Okay, above the line. Oh, all right.
I'm 10-11.
Robin's 10-11. So we're all close. We're packed in there. You know, last week I got what happened to me is I got greedy. I should not have messed around with Colorado plus 24. I was on a good roll. I was 3-0. Everything was rolling, and then I went with them on the podcast here, and I watched the game on the Fire Stick, which is wonderful, and I put Colorado on, and they had a chance. It was like 34-9. They had the ball. I'm like, oh, this is good. They're gonna, and of course, I think it was pick 6. So it ended 41-9. So I couldn't get across. No, I was being greedy though. I should have never screwed with that. I was trying to be a smartass.
Hey, you know what? Didn't I change my bet last week? And did I not take Carolina off the bat and then talk myself back into taking Tampa Bay?
I think you did. Yeah, I think so. Yes.
We do it all when I'm watching it. When I saw they were up 14-0, I'm like, I completely talked myself out of taking them, and I should have taken them.
Yeah. Well, this week we have a morning game for breakfast. Here in the West, it's at 6:30 in the morning. My God. The Broncos. This is actually could be a decent game because you got teams fighting for their lives, especially the Broncos more than the Jaguars. The 2-5 Broncos are at the 2-5 Jaguars. The line that we have. What do you have for a line? Do you have your lines up, Scott?
Yep.
What do you got that game at?
Denver's plus 2.5.
That's what we got. Okay, we got it. Same thing, right, Robin?
Yeah.
We got -2.5. Over under like 39.5.
Yep.
Did any of you guys like this game?
No.
Nope.
No. Yeah, I don't have this one listed. Are the Broncos? Is Russell Wilson playing? Does anyone know?
Yeah.
I
mean, he was doing knee highs on the plane. I mean, come on, dude.
Oh, Jesus, on the plane.
Did you not?
I missed it. He's out of his mind.
The absolute talk of every NFL show for 2 days. For 2 days. He did an interview, and he said, yeah, so they said, so what'd you do on the flight over here? Oh, well, everybody was knocked out. So I worked out, did treatment, worked out for about 4 hours while everybody was sleeping. I was walking through the aisles, doing knee highs.
He's a joke. He's unbelievable.
Dude.
This can't be real. He's got to be doing this is on purpose.
You need to go on the internet and take a look around because people started making memes of you have to look. You have to go and watch.
I'm going to go.
Hilarious. There's so many of them. And people are like, he needs to just stop being fake. It's coming off as being fake. He needs to stop. Like that's all that Sean and all of them were talking about it this morning. Everybody has been. He's
weird. Wow.
We don't know if he doesn't get it. That's the whole thing. People are like, we don't know if he's like, is he fake or is he really this dumb? Like,
yeah, I don't know what he's trying to do.
There's a time and place for everything. Like,
nobody
wants to hear him say let's ride after they just get their ass kicked.
Yeah, I don't know what he's. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know. Yeah, yeah.
See, I've never seen a lot of his interviews, so I don't know. Has he always been that like this?
Bizarre. What a bizarre guy. But they have to win. They're 2-5. They're ready to start selling. I think Judy's going to get traded. I heard.
Word is that
Dallas
coach Hackett might not make it if they don't win.
Oh my God! 1 year now.
Right. He's going to be the next version of what's his shit there from Urban Meyer.
Yeah, Urban Meyer. Wow.
I'd be surprised. I don't think it's a smart thing to fire a brand new head coach like that. I mean, into his first season, that's a little harsh, I think.
I do too, especially if there was nothing crazy going. Like, Urban Meyer was crazy. This guy's just, it's a little harsh.
You won't get anybody wanting the job, dude. If you fired the guy that early, you definitely have people questioning if they'd even want to play there. It'll get a bad reputation. You know what I mean? So that'd be a pretty bad look. At least I hope they don't do that.
Yeah.
I actually think they're going to win this week. I think that all the talking that people are doing, I think this might be the week that they got to show something.
They got to win this week. I'm not going with it, but they got to win.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet them, but I think they're probably going to win this week.
I mean, if you're up early and you're on DraftKings or something and you just want to put like $1 or something crazy. Yeah.
I'll probably put like something. The money line is sorry, I moved down. Plus 112. So I don't know. I would maybe throw $10 on it if I was feeling saucy. I won't. But you never know. You never know.
1 o'clock games. I'm going to start with this one, Robin. It's the Miami Dolphins at 4-3 are at the Lions, who are 1-5. Boy, this seems like a trap game for the Dolphins. Miami's -3.5. The over/under is 51.5. Does anybody here? Did you do anything with it?
I did.
What did you do, Robin, with this?
I like the Dolphins minus 3.5.
You do?
I do.
Okay. I'm not going with the game. And I hope you win when you pick your game. But I feel like it's going to be weird. This might be a tough one for the Detroit stinks. But
why is it only 3.5?
It's weird. It shouldn't be. It should be more.
It should be like 10. Why is it only 3.5? That's what makes me nervous. What do they know that we don't know?
Interesting. Yeah.
Those are the games when I that's what gets me nervous. And watch, the obvious thing is going to happen. And I'm going to say, I should have just bet it anyway.
Right. I know.
You know what I mean? I just talked myself out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I think it should be fairly obvious who to take. There's just something.
Yeah. No.
I usually get caught up in those too often.
The next game is someone you just mentioned. The Panthers at 2-5 are at the Falcons, who are 3-4. Atlanta, we have Atlanta -4 over under 41. I'm not dealing with this game. Actually, I don't like. I can't stand either. Not that I can't stand. I don't like to watch either of these teams.
Right.
Kyle Pitts frustrates me to no end for Atlanta. I don't know what's going on there.
Is it him or is it Mariota?
Yeah, it could be Mariota, but it's him again. It's like 2 years in a row. This guy is supposed to be Megatron.
He's a superstar, yeah.
And the Panthers, are we using Sam Darnold? Do we know who's quarterback this week? Anybody heard? Oh, it's Walker. Okay. Yep. Did you pick this game?
I did not.
Scott, what do you like in this? Anything?
I actually like the Panthers +4.
Okay, Panthers plus.
PJ, if Walker's starting. If Darnold's starting, I wouldn't touch it.
With Walker. All right. So, yeah, Panthers +4.
I think they keep it close enough.
Well, yeah.
I like the way the run game came off. We'll see what happens this week.
I'll tell you, yeah, they shouldn't be getting 4. I don't know why that line's 4, right? That should be – those two teams –
a little closer. They're pretty evenly matched, if you ask me.
I think 4 is weird. I didn't understand why they're 3-4 the Falcons, but they're not.
That's why I like the 4, because I think it might be a field goal game. You know what I mean?
It probably will, because these teams have played each other a bazillion times.
Yep.
It's always the same. Here's a game which I thought would have been a good game, but the Cardinals at 3-4 are at the Vikings, who are 5-1. Minnesota's -3.5 that we have over under 49. I'm not on this game. But Robin, are you?
Yeah.
What do you like in this one?
I like the Vikings -3.5.
Okay. And that's probably because the Cardinals the way they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I see that. I know the Cardinals really aren't good.
No, they're not at all.
Boy, you were right about Murray over there, Scott. You were right. I wanted him to do well. I really was rooting for him. I didn't like what they did to him with that contract stuff.
A lot of these guys are so great in college, but when it comes to the NFL, man, for whatever reason, some guys just can't seem to get it.
Oh, no, I know. It
doesn't seem to work. I don't know why that is.
So many. Yeah.
So many
greats.
Guys that were unbelievable college quarterbacks that just can't make it work in the NFL. I think he's one of them. And I think that Arizona is going to figure out that they prematurely paid him. They're on the hook for I don't know how much guaranteed money, but
probably a lot. Yeah.
I would have never paid him, man. I just wouldn't have paid him. I said it. He said it wasn't worth it. He didn't show you enough.
Yeah.
He showed you he can't win if Hopkins isn't playing. That's what he showed you. And he showed it to you again this year.
He needs,
And now even he has them and he can't win.
I wonder if he'd want to go to baseball and do they'd kill him. How the hell?
It's not ugly. I could see him do it.
Yeah. Yeah. But he's waiting too long.
Questioning him and he felt disrespected, I guess you'd say.
Yeah. Yeah.
If he's that good, they're going to take him.
Oh, they definitely will. Absolutely.
Arms wide open, baby. He'd fill some seats. And
so are you playing this game? Are you on this one?
God, I like the Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think I will take the Vikings because I like the Vikings. I don't think Arizona's going to be able to keep up with the scoring in that game at all. They're just too good.
Yeah.
When they're good, they're really good.
Yeah. They're weird.
They're horrible.
Yeah, they're going to. The next one
makes me nervous about Minnesota. I picked them at the beginning of the year.
No, I know. Super Bowl.
I told you. I I don't know if they're definitely not up to the scale. I don't know. To Philadelphia, I mean, I don't know. I got to see what happens with the addition of your
Definitely.
boy Quinn there. I got to see how that works out, and then we'll be able to see. We'll see.
The next game is the Chicago Bears at 3-4 at the Cowboys 5-2. We have the Bears plus 9.5.
Yep.
Over under 42.5. I pass. Of course, I can't.
Does Chicago? I'll have to look it up. Do you know off the top of your head, does Chicago normally play Dallas tough?
No. In my mind, thinking back, they see the last time they played. My God, it's been a while since they played the Cowboys. This has the makings of a beatdown.
Micah Parsons is going to destroy him, dude.
Right? Yeah, they're going to have to.
That dude is a beast.
If they have any success, it would definitely be that they start running the ball and hold the ball. I wouldn't be surprised if they could get some turnovers on Prescott. It wouldn't shock me.
It wouldn't shock me either.
So that's why 9.5 is weird. You never know. Could the Bears keep it? Maybe. I don't know. Could they? But they can't score. So
I guess if they can I don't know. Them up though. If they continue to do what they did, running him outside or some scripting some plays for him. Who knows? You get them having to think for a second. That's all you have to do.
Justin Fields can be an X factor. We saw it. I mean, when he ran with purpose last week, it wasn't for his life, so that was good. He took off. He threw the ball. Robin, do you like this game?
I do.
What do you like?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? You don't like this game? Okay. I'm not playing this one. If I had to, I'd love to see the Bears at like 10.5 or something.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of nice.
Yeah, that's just too many points for me to take. I'd like to I don't have enough faith in Dallas that they'd be able to.
Right, and take care of a cover.
Take care of it, exactly, and cover the points.
Yeah. No, I don't either. Or else I would probably go with them. This next game I am going to go with. The Raiders are 2-4. They're at New Orleans. It's an even game, or the Raiders -1. I'm seeing, but either way, over unders 49.5. I really like the Raiders in this one, minus the 1 or whatever it is. I still am never sold on Andy Dalton. So when he's starting, I think you never know. Obviously we saw 3 touchdowns, 4 picks. You don't know what's going to go down.
He's a turnover machine.
I think the Raiders win this game. They might win it going away. Maybe they pummel them. I don't know. I'm waiting for the Raiders to be better than they are. I keep on waiting for that to happen.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
Those New England coaches just leave and they're just not as good as they're supposed to be.
Isn't that something? Isn't that weird? That tree is not so good.
It's like they get exposed every time.
Weird.
It was the players, not the coaches.
It was on that.
The coaches have something to do with it, but
not enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Robin, do you like this game?
I don't.
You don't? Okay. Yeah, Scott, anything?
No, I'm not. I wouldn't touch that one. That's just.
I like the Raiders.
New Orleans does such wild stuff half the time that you just never know.
Yeah, Taysom Hill. Right? Yeah,
Taysom Hill is just that guy comes in and he's dynamic, man, and he changes games. So that's why when I bet with them, he gets his scripted plays and doesn't do nothing. And when I bet against him, he kills me. So I can't touch it.
Yes, I'm going to go with the Raiders against my judgment because I also don't like when West Coast teams come in. Whatever. The next one, the Battle of Pennsylvania. The Steelers are 2-5 at the Eagles 6-0. Philadelphia minus 10.5 on our end, and it's over under 43. I'm not going with it, but are you, Robin?
No.
But I think, oh God, if they don't turn the ball over, the Steelers like intercept. Let's say Pickett plays. That's a lot of points for an interrival like the way this gets.
0.5.
Yeah,
it's 0.5, man.
Come Sunday, I might be itching to do something with this one, but right now I'm not. How about you, Scott?
I know those points. It's that 0.5. That's what would make me want to take it.
I mean, the Eagles.
I might still take it. if I got to see what the line does.
If the Eagles are really good, they're going to beat the hell out of them.
That's
They
what I'm
will-
saying. It's
They
either
will beat them down. I mean, it'll be a beating. If they should. I mean, think about it. They're your rivals. I mean, it's an interstate thing. They come in, you should kill them this week.
I know we're doing this a little early. I would
Yeah.
have maybe looked more into the trend or whatever with the two of them and how close they normally play and how, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just to see if there's any kind of a trend that might help me make my decision better, but I'm not going to touch it.
Yeah. And Robin, you said you're staying away, right?
Right.
All right. The last 1 o'clock game we have is this is weird to me. All right, but I'm not touching it. New England's 3-4 at the Jets, who are 5-2, and for some reason New England's -2.5. Is there something I'm missing? It can't be because of Breece Hall, because Michael Carter and James Robinson are fine. James Robinson's really good. I thought that was a good accusation.
It's got to be based on a trend.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
It has to be because I could see the Jets. Why wouldn't the Jets beat them? If I watched the Bears beat them, I think the Jets.
I took the Jets plus the 2.5.
Did you take them?
Yeah.
God, it feels like you're giving it to me, and I hate when they give it to me because then I lose.
I know. I'd love the Jets with the 2.5 right now.
Yeah,
I love it. I'm actually going to bet it.
Jets. You and Robin both. I love it too, and I'm not betting it. I don't know why, because I feel like they're giving me something, and I don't know why. Don't give me gifts. The next one is a 4:05 game. It's Tennessee at 4-2. This is weird, and I'm all over this game, and I'm probably going to be, and I will throw up. The Texans are 1-4-1, and the Tennessee is -2.5 that we have on our end, 40.5 over under. And this is my second lock of the week, Tennessee. I just can't believe they're not beating Houston here. I just don't understand how they don't beat I can't. Houston's no good. I don't know how they don't win the game by 3. I'm not asking them to win by a lot.
I wonder what the average amount of points that Houston's been losing by.
Now, you know what else too, though?
Has every game been close?
Right. Oh, I think that. Well, I'd have to be off the top of my head because I don't even know. I can't think. I'll tell you this though. I know these two teams play each other a lot, right? They're in the same division. I have been burned by this game before, haven't I, Robin? Think about the past. I've said this before. And some bum quarterback, whoever beats them. I've seen it. I've been there. I remember this shit. That division is bad. This is a very bad division to bet for me. This whole, whatever the fuck it is. The AFC, what is it? They're the South? The Tennessee, that whole thing. Bad division, man. You never know what you're going to get. But I'm going to do it again. Tennessee -2.5.
Let's see here. Well, they don't keep it that close.
No.
They don't keep it close at all. They just got blown out by the Raiders. I mean, 38-20.
Yeah. Do you like this game?
I don't.
You don't?
I like Tennessee as well. I think Tennessee's winning by at least a touchdown, possibly 10.
All right. Tennessee for me and Scott. And this
one?
The line is 2.5. Tennessee's -2.5. 425, a good one, I think. Should be a good one. I didn't play it though. Giants talk about a team that's you wonder about this 6-1. At the Seahawks, 4-3. Seattle -3. Over under 44.
Who's the Mirage?
Right. And I'm not betting it. I may on Sunday, but right now I'm not for the viewer. But I think I like Seattle in this one if I were to have to play it, but I'm not. Robin, do you like this game?
I do not.
Scott, you like this one? Or no?
I do, but I don't think I'm going to bet it.
Okay. But who would you like?
I like the Giants with the
You like the Giants in this one?
Yeah.
I look forward to this game. This should be a good one.
I think it's going to actually be a pretty good game.
Should be entertaining. It should be good. And then
Daniel Jones and folks, I
running
say
wild.
it every week. I say this every week. I've only been wrong 1 week out of 7 weeks of saying this.
And I'm sorry because I jumped on that week.
You have to jump onto this. Everybody, I'm telling you, if you bet prop bets, Daniel Jones hits his over in rushing yards every single game, except for one so far this year. He's hit it every week. And I lose because I parlay it with other things because I think I'm smart. Instead of just straight up betting the over, which is I usually alternate. I do the alternative yards and I even add more to it a lot of times
Right.
to up the odds because he always hits it. He hits it every time. He just rushed for over 100 yards last week.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Did
unbelievable.
you see the stat that I posted?
Yes.
Saquon Barkley has rushed for 28 first downs. Daniel Jones has rushed for 29. That is insane.
Wow. And yeah, he's wow. And you would have never guessed he'd be so athletic, right?
No, especially after that famous open field trip on the way to the end zone.
Oh my God. The next game is not entertaining. The Commanders at 3-4 at the Sam Ellinger, whatever the hell his name is, Colts, who are 3-1. Indy's -3, over under 39.5. Is anybody touching this one?
You're better off flipping a coin.
Yeah, that's a.
I wouldn't touch it.
No, I don't like it. The next one is the last game of the Sunday afternoon. It's the 49ers at 3-4. 49ers are 3-4 at the Rams, who are 3-3. San Francisco -1.5, over under 43 that we have. I'm not touching it. I'm if I had to, I don't see. The Rams are better than them, I guess. But could not the Rams, the 49ers, but the Rams could. I don't know. Did you play it?
I did.
What do you like in this one?
I took the 49ers -1.5.
I do feel like the Rams are kind of just. It's not happening this year for them. It's just not.
I would take the 49ers as well, and I also like the over.
Okay, you got that?
Over's 42.5.
42.5. Okay. All right, we'll mark that down. There's a good parlay for you out there. 49ers and the over. This next game here, I do have 2 college games I'll talk about in a minute. Is my game, it's got to be the game of the decade for me here, the game of the week, the game of the month, the game of the fucking year. 8:20 p.m. There is no way that the Packers are going to keep this close. The Bills might embarrass them. I think they might do it on purpose. I think on
Aaron
Sunday
Rodgers is like the best thing for them.
Right. No, I agree. I know what he's trying to say, but I also saw him say, I saw him say, if anyone he was telling, I called you out. I don't care if you want to come talk to, he was mad. I saw him in the locker room saying, if you got a problem, come see me type thing. Okay, good. I agree. It's Monday. It's Sunday Night Football. You're going into Buffalo. You're going to get embarrassed. Let's go. Get fired up for it.
Lazard just came out today a little while ago and said he's not playing.
Yeah. Well, Sammy Watkins was crying in the locker room. I saw him today. They were talking to him.
He's back to eat food with people in Buffalo. He loves it. Loves it there.
He was crying. He was crying. He said, "If I'm bad, bench me." He said that was great. So that was good.
So what did he say? I didn't see that.
He says, because they were to ask him about what Rodgers said, and Watkins said, "Well, if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to, bench me because that means I'm not helping the team." And that's what he said, something to that effect, and it was just sad. He had his hood up, and he was, sad. But I can't see.
He's a weird
dude.
Dude.
See this game. If the Packers keep it under 11, it's almost a win for the Packers. I cannot believe that this isn't just a complete washout.
That defense is nothing what it was supposed to be.
Nope. And they're tired. They're exhausted because they're on the field a lot.
They're always on the field. Exactly. I mean, the receivers for Green Bay can't catch the ball.
Off a bye, the Bills on Sunday Night Football. They're going to let everyone know who's the best. I think that's kind of what they will do here. I think you could see it could be 52-3. It could be one of those crazy ones. And it'll be here's how I envision it. It'll be 21-0 in the first quarter. It'll be one of those types of deals. And I gotta say,
it could be with a pick six or a fumble recovery for a touchdown because, like I said, those guys drop the ball so much.
Got to go with the Bills in this one. I think America has to.
He's complaining that they're running off route. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. And when they do that, mistakes happen and balls are thrown in the wrong direction. And that's been happening all year to them.
Because he says that if and then you could tell he was upset the way he is. And he said, when he was saying about accountability and all that, and he said, if you got a problem with what I'm saying here, come see me. And he said, even Matt knows. And when I heard that, I'm like, what the hell is he going to say next here when he was talking about the coach? Because even Matt knows. I was waiting, So that tells you. And of course, what rookie wide receiver is going to go up to him and say anything? Who's going to say anything on that team?
Right.
No one. No offensive play. They just shut up. You sit there. So
I'll tell you what, I'll bet you'd get a lot of respect out of him if you did.
probably, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, that's true. If you thought you were actually doing the right, yeah.
Right.
Not a good game. Not a good place for the Packers.
Okay, Mr. Greatness.
Yeah.
Show me what I'm doing wrong.
Oh my God.
Here's where you missed through. Here's where you overthrew me. You know, I'm kidding. I mean,
that'd be fun.
if one of them walked up to him and not got into it with him, but said, "Hey, if it's me," well, they already know who they are.
Right.
I mean, come on. They already know who they are. Everybody knows who it is.
Yep.
Everybody on that team's know exactly who he's talking about. You know,
his only hope was, and it was starting to look okay, but it wasn't good enough. Was when Cobb was there. When Cobb, that at least looked like
he's hurt. He's hurt now, right?
Oh, he's gone. Yeah, done for the year, I believe.
Jesus Christ!
But he was like when he was on the field, that little bit, a couple games, it did look like okay, he had somebody, but it wouldn't have mattered. Robin, are you playing this game?
No,
you're not playing it. Scott, are you going to take the Bills? Scott's taking the Bills, and
I think it's going to be a double-digit blowout. To be honest, man.
I hope I have a lot of money won so I can put it all on the Bills. 11, yeah. And then the Monday night game, always a good one to me. It's another interstate rival. It's the Bengals at 4-3 against the Browns 2-5. Cincinnati's -3.5. Over/unders 46. I'm not playing it, but if I was going to, I'd go with Cleveland. I think there's something about this that tells me it'll be a field goal game. It's not going to be.
Jamar Chase is officially on IR for 4 to 6 weeks.
Ooh, I did not know that. Thank you for that update.
Yep.
Wow, and he played so well last week too.
I know. Did you see him when he was running? I saw the play he pulled up.
I saw that. Yeah, and I didn't know the extent. Wow, that's too unfortunate.
It's actually a hip injury. It says
hip injury. Wow. I
saw him grabbing his thigh, like it was his hamstring, but I guess it was his hip.
Are you going with this game?
No.
No. What do you think, Scott?
God, Jacoby Brissett is what he's done to me in my whole life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can't bet against him, and I can't bet with him. I always lose.
Yeah, this is
the curse of Jacoby, dude. He kills me.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah,
everywhere he's played, he's done it to me. The Patriots, everywhere.
For Monday Night Football, if you're going to play it, if it was my gun to head, or if I got a ton of money, I just want to have some fun here. I'd probably go Cleveland plus the 3.5 because I think it's going to be close for just no reason other than the fact that it's Bengals Browns and they tend to be close. The Bengals, the Raven, they always are close in there, those teams. So, but I'm not going to do it. The Chiefs are off this week. The Chargers are off this week. And I should probably tell you my college picks. Robin, you don't know them, do you?
No.
My first one is North Texas plus 10.5. They are at Western Kentucky. Through my research, I like this. I think I like it. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. I almost going to say something stupid. I'm not going to do it. I was almost going to say North Texas could win, but I'm not going to do it. The thing is, North Texas is competent. They're good. They are bad. The Green Machine. They're not bad. The East Carolina Pirates are +3 at BYU. I like East Carolina +3. BYU was so good at the beginning of the season. Remember, Robin? Yeah. Remember when they killed me when I bet them against Utah? Remember that nonsense? Romney's nephew he didn't play, and he's supposed to be good. You didn't know that Mitt Romney's nephew there? He didn't play, that son of a bitch. He was supposed to play. And then Utah beat them. And
was there a Mormon event that he was at, or
what's that?
Was there some Mormon event that he had to attend?
I don't know what their problem was, but they have really tumbled, and I like East Carolina +3. East Carolina could win that one. So those are my two college games of the week. That's all, man. There's our picks. Scott, you're going to have that Bills game here. You're not going, are you?
No. I was going to go up there and wait and see, like, and follow the prices on the app, and then maybe go in. Actually, I'm going to be at your house if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, you're coming for the 1:00 game.
Do we do the 1:00 game or the Bills game?
Oh, I thought you were coming for the 1:00 games.
Well, I'll come for the 1:00 games. That's fine.
All right, cool. Yeah, come for one.
I generally just stay home for the nighttime games anyway. The 8:00 games.
Yeah, come for
Let's
yeah.
go out here in the house, drive my wife nuts by screaming and yelling at
Yeah,
the phone.
right. Well, 1 o'clock games will be fun. We'll have so much going on.
What I am going to do is I'm going to do what I said I was going to do if I was in the RV. I'm going to monitor the ticket prices on my phone so that I can see if they do what I expect them to do, then other games I'll go.
Right.
I
Yeah,
think my daughter just got us tickets for the Vikings game.
that'll be a good one.
It should be a good game. Yeah. That should be an NFC test for us.
Yeah, and interesting for the Vikings. This will really tell me where the Vikings are. It's a good measuring stick for them. That'll be good. All right. Why don't we wrap it up? You gotta work in the morning, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Me too. But you get up early though, man.
I get up at 5:30, dude, and it's tough. Oh,
Yeah,
by the way, I know we recorded this Thursday. I did bet. I did bet. I would bet Baltimore tonight.
Okay. What was the line on that?
I think it was plus 2.5.
Here, put that in there for him. He's betting Baltimore tonight. Yeah, because this is Thursday night. So, yes. Okay, so you like Baltimore.
2.5 and the under.
And the under. All right, cool. And we'll let you know.
And what's the under?
What's the under you got?
46.5.
46.5. All right, so perfect timing here. Yes, we are pre-recording this on Thursday. Prior engagements for us on Friday. But enjoy the show, and we'll be back next week.
All right.
All right, Scott. Take care, everybody.
See you, man.